Hello again, and once again, welcome back to the greatest game in the world. The only one I'm probably going to play in my life. And once again, I have to work long hours, and I probably just got just enough time to do another narrative on another one of these and get to bed, so I get to work early.
Attack the east wing.
This is Avalanche again from a couple days ago. I mentioned earlier I've got last weekend. There were like 2 or 3 matches that I felt like I wanted to post them all, so I'm just working my way through them. This is Avalanche. We're on the Axon side, and that was actually a pretty good opening. We managed to seize the center, which is what you always want to do at the beginning of this game. On most of the games, actually. And doing a pretty good job of hanging on to it too. Blue has I'm pretty sure Blue has the tank node. The tank node is another huge objective on this map. You always want to control the tank node if you possibly can. And if you don't control the tank node, you're going to be there's that, and the Necro side has that shade, which always plays a huge role in this game. Totally failed to kill him. We just lost the center.
I have the orb.
And yeah, they've got the tank node. We've got the Walker node. And I could go support the Walker, but I just noticed that's our man. Blue somehow managed to get hold of it. I've noticed them in this match. They got hold of a couple of our vehicles. Not sure how they're doing it. We may have a player that's doesn't realize that they're giving away vehicles. More likely that Nightshade is capturing vehicles. The Nightshade will lay down an EMP mine. The Nightshade will lay down an EMP mine, and every time you run over that, you lose your vehicle. And then if you're beaten out of the area by the other team, they'll just take that vehicle when the EMP effect wears off, when the lock comes off. The Necro side picks up a lot of vehicles that way if they've got somebody in the shade that thinks to do that. But anyway, despite this, we're holding on to the center pretty well.
I've got the orb.
This one into overtime. I don't think Blue did a whole lot of scoring, but they did push into overtime. So, and these are good people on both teams. So it was a fight. There's our Walker in there, doing pretty well. There's the Nemesis, which is another huge factor in this map. You get someone good at the Nemesis, and it'll cause all kinds of trouble for the Axon side. They'll drive it up to this position. Yeah, he's down for the moment, but he'll be back up here in a couple minutes. So there's a couple people coming up on foot. I should be able to manage to get at least one of them.
Attack the west wing.
Kind of strange. I was able to run over him just then. A lot of times in that hamster ball, you run over people that are on the hoverboard. Hamster ball will not run over it. It'll push them. It'll push them so that they get a little bit of a jump going, but won't run them over. And I think but maybe it's just because I hit him head on. That might have got him. At this point, I think I killed that tank, but I did not. Yeah. I killed some guy on foot. Next,
I have the orb.
I'm going to put a message out there to the effect that the tank is still there. He's not dead. The guy I was towing is going to grab the orb and go right back there and get killed again by that same tank he just did. Yeah, and instead of sitting here chatting about it, I should have shot at the tank. I felt pretty bad about that later. I could have possibly killed that tank right there if I'd spent more time shooting at it, less time talking about it. And there's somebody back there on the other side of that arch there, sniping through there. They've got the fog turned off. So a lot of people, a fair number of people will do that. You see all that fog where you can't really see nothing through this arch. Well, you can turn that fog off. You turn that fog off, and on this map it becomes possible to snipe like from all the way across the map. Which, it's a huge advantage, but I just don't want it. And that yellow line there, I have no idea what that is. That's got to be some kind of glitch. That's really got me curious. I'm wondering what the hell that is. It's got to be like, I have no idea what that is. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, I honestly have no idea what that was. To look into that. And yeah, the Nemesis is now, that's fun times in the Nemesis. He's parked all the way across the way there, and he can stand at a distance and basically kill anything that comes through that arc. So that's a good position for him. Let me get into this turret right here. This turret is probably a good idea to have somebody in. I see all those little balls coming off in front of that guy. I have no idea what that is. These might be glitches in my copy of the game. I'm not sure what's. There's one of our vehicles that's been captured. They got hold of one of our vendors somehow. So yeah, I was kind of wondering if maybe somebody was dropping those vehicles, but yeah, it's probably the Nightshade deal. Anyway, through all this, we're just hanging on in the center. Blue's trying very hard to take it back. They're not quite managing to do it. They are managing to hang on to a couple of them sides, especially the tank side. They're doing a pretty good job of holding on to that.
Attack
now they got the center down.
Node.
Alright, who is this? Is Alia? Is that Alia? Yeah, it's Alia. And she ran into one of those EMP mines and I died, but I did manage to take down the Nightshade, which is something I very much wanted to do in that situation. Go back, try to recover that vehicle, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. I hope somebody blew it up. I'm gonna spend a couple minutes here wearing out the EMP mine. I'm gonna get a little bit of help with that too. Don't want to get too wrapped up in this. You want to keep an eye on what's going on. Like the center's down. I don't want to spend too much time shooting this stuff, trying to wear out the EMP mine. We really do need to start fighting back and get that center back before we lose our prime. About 8 minutes into this, the score is still 100 to 100. So yeah, it's very hard to fight.
Attack the east node.
Although we are controlling the center more or less. What am I doing? I'm probably going back. No, I'm not going. I was thinking about going back to the base, but I think I'm going to just go forward from here. No, there's no vehicle for me, and I'm not waiting for it. That's something I don't like, is when people stand there motionless waiting for a vehicle to spawn. Don't do that. Just go forward. Do what you can on foot. People respect you for fighting on foot anyway. They don't like people looking up to get vehicles. Well, they say that. I would never turn down a vehicle for sure. It's a huge advantage. You want to use it. Yeah. Oh, a little slow. Let me get a ride off the guy.
I've got the orb. I'm on your team, idiot.
There's that Nemesis again. I usually like to try to, if you can avoid being noticed by him for a few seconds, you can do a lot of damage on him with the rocket launcher. Just hold it on there a few seconds, get a lock on him, and get about 3 rockets into him. Thing is, he's usually really good at spotting you, even when you're a fair distance away. But if you can avoid his notice long enough to do that, it's a good thing to do. And yeah, I was trying to hang out of sight there and jump out at the right moment. But I think something I hit something on the way out and it kind of screwed up like that. Might do better with that later on. This is what I like to do with the Scorpion, is support the Walker. This is a good thing to do because the Walker is always going to be attacked by these Vipers. And the Vipers are the natural target of the Scorpion, so it's a natural thing to do to support the Walker with the Scorpion. It's always a good thing to do.
I'm on your team.
Although I'd rather be on the other side of the gazebo there. And also, I don't really want to leave this archway over here unguarded, so I'm not going to follow the Walker to continue to go over to the right. But he's turning back this way. And I'll probably repay the favor by not supporting him as much as I should. I'm going to shoot balls down that way in case there's any Vipers coming out at him. He's going to take a lot of fire right here. And I'm kind of hesitating to get out and heal him because I don't want to lose this vehicle. But there's some other people running up to heal him, which is a good thing.
Attack the west node.
And I'll probably jump out and heal him a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Nice to keep him alive if we can. I don't want to jump out forward ahead. Oh, what was that? That's that tank. That's the tank coming in from the right. I don't see where he is exactly. He's probably going to take that. Yeah, he took our walker down. Well, that Viper took the walker down.
West node.
Well, that could be trouble. If a tank rolls up on us from the right over there and gets into the center area, that could very easily be the end of our domination here. That's why the tank is an important vehicle. Because you can hold on to the center. You can pretty much lock down the center of the tank. I've seen teams just completely once that tank gets in there, it's sometimes just all over. It just depends on whether the team has enough sense to kill it or the skill to kill it. I don't see the tank coming forward there. There's Vipers heading toward our prime. That's not a good thing. We knocked down the blue orb. That's a good thing. And we captured back the center. That's a good thing.
Tentacle
I'm gonna risk standing over the orb and try to spot whoever comes after us. Somebody will go after. Yeah, there they are. I saw him coming. He was getting ready to run over me and take that orb back. So avoided that. Now I'm gonna follow this guy on foot and then get the idea. I want to go back and get another one of those scorpions and support him in that. Is there a scorpion there? Yes, there's a scorpion there. Let me grab the scorpion if somebody doesn't get to it before me. Alright, let me run up there and try to support the walker with it. We're approaching the end of the first half of this. There's a guy on push. Yeah, we got him down. What kind of shape is that walker in? He's getting ready to go down.
Attack the west node.
I should jump out. I was too slow. Should have jumped out and healed himself. It's just me for now. This is about the end of the first half. I'm going to take this. This is the defensive position. I'm going to get back to back with this other scorpion back here. And I could follow the attacker going off to the left, but I'm going to stay here and cover this guy while he heals his vehicle. Well, yeah, there goes the orb. Orb's going after the tank node. He's going to fail to get it. And yeah, I'm just going to cover this guy. He's going to get out and start healing that scorpion. And the second half tomorrow. Have a good day.